Welcome back to the Washington State Dynasty. Non-conference play continues today as Washington State is at home once again as they take on the Kansas Jayhawks. In Week 1, the Cougars opened the season with a 19-point victory over South Alabama, but did add a couple of touchdowns in the final quarter to make it a little more pretty. This is a team that really wants to run the ball using a triple option attack compared to South Alabama, who wanted to air it out. It's a vast difference. We'll have to see how our defense can handle it, as we will start off the day on offense in one of our new formations. We didn't really showcase many new formations last week, but we will showcase much more this week with a couple of interesting ideas in the formations. Gerard Wicks gets the carry and he is hit down hard. He played very well in his return to live action last week, but it is now 3rd and 9. Luke Falk from the pocket. He really struggled last week taking a shot, and it's caught by Richie Wiley. I don't know if he was in bounds. We'll get a look at this. It was a booth review. It was very close. He went up and got the ball. That was impressive. He went up, and it does not look like he got a foot down, and we would be forced to punt. Like I said, the triple option attack of Kansas will take the field, and they get 4 yards on their first carry of the day. We had the #1 rush defense for a portion of last year, but a lot of the players that contributed to that are no longer on this team, as Wrench picks up 8 yards on his first carry of the day. This is also a no-huddle attack, so a little bit different from the traditional triple option. Cozart to his right, he gets some good blocks into the open field to the 15, finally caught inside of the 10-yard line by David Buchanan, a gain of 44 yards. Goal-to-go situation from the 11-yard line, give goes to White, fighting forward close to the goal line, picks up 9 yards, 3rd and goal from maybe the 1 or 2 yard line. Man in motion, and Cozart is down in the backfield. That is a huge goal line stand. Jeff Farrar with a huge tackle. As we have a studio update, Arizona with a 22-point victory over Nevada. BYU beats Boise State, and Indiana beats South Florida. Luke Falk really struggled last week, 145 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and only completed 45% of his passes. Now Luke Falk pitches it outside to Gerard Wicks. He makes one man miss, makes another miss. He is into the open field, a big block, one man to beat. He breaks the tackle, but finally caught a 39-yard gain, a huge play from Gerard Wicks. River Craycraft in motion, looking for the screen pass to Jamal Morrow. He makes a man miss, trying to get back outside to around the 35-yard line, called a gain of 7. 3rd and 3 for the Cougars, looking for another screen pass. Jamal Morrow once more, and he cuts back towards the middle of the field, breaks a tackle, still going, and he's into the end zone, 36 yards. He had a huge play last week, a 36-yard touchdown, Luke Falk's first touchdown of the year, and Jamal Morrow adds that explosive element to our offense, but a huge play right there from Greg Hoyd, his first tackle for the loss on the day. 3rd and 6, bringing pressure to the outside, caught by Neal along the sideline, but that's what you have to make Kansas do. You have got to make them throw the ball. Running the triple option, and a huge play by Hercules Mataafa, a loss of 2. Wrench in motion, fake to the fullback, trying to get outside is Cozart. He's got some room, he's got the first down into Cougar territory, tackled past midfield. Now 1st and 10, give goes to Wrench. He's trying to get outside, he does get to the edge, picks up 5 yards, almost had a potential loss right there. A 4-man front, Cozart on the carry, and he's caught and somehow gets a first down as we threw him forward, it appeared on that play. Cozart keeps it. He's down in the backfield. Greg Hoyd once again. A very nice play right there. That brings up a passing situation on 3rd and 9. Cozart going to the air, to the outside, and it's knocked away. Almost a chance for an interception by Charleston White. He had one on our first game, and on 4th and 9, that would have been a long field goal. That makes it longer, and instead Kansas will go ahead and punt the ball away. Now from inside of our own 10, going with the play action across the middle. A dangerous throw, but it goes for 6 yards to the senior wide receiver. Luke Falk going to the air once more. A dump down to Jamal Morrow, breaks the tackle, picks up the first down, and that will end the first quarter. 4 wide set to start the second quarter, to the outside along the sideline. 20-yard gain for Brett Bartolone. Now from the full house, fake to Chapman on the triple option, pitch outside of Gerard Wicks. He breaks one tackle, a nice spin move, still going. He's into the open field, and he does not score. Tackled at the 1-yard line. We'll get a second look at this. He breaks one tackle, an incredible spin move, breaks another, great blocks. What a run. A couple of very nice runs so far from Jamal Morrow and by Gerard Wicks. Now Kevin Chapman to the outside. He had a touchdown in our first game, and he's got another one in our second, his second on the season. Cougars off to a much better start this week as we load the box. Cozart keeps it, pitches it outside, but Greg Hoyt is right there, his third tackle for a loss on the day. Cozart keeps it, he's got some room to work with this time, and he's caught from behind. I believe that is Paris Taylor, the senior linebacker. So now 1st and 10, and Cozart in the backfield. Greg Hoyt once more coming up big, the redshirt sophomore linebacker. Across the middle to Neal, and he's got the first down, a pickup of 12. They needed 12 and got just enough. Now Doyle going to his left, pitching it outside to Wrench, gets a good block to the 40, and he's down, picks up the first down, a gain of 12 yards. Kansas starting to put together a nice drive. Now to the outside, he overthrows his receiver, airmails that throw on 3rd down, and Kansas will go ahead and kick a field goal. And that's a huge false start, the second already on the day. That backs him up 5 yards. Now around a 54-yard field goal kick away. It's no good, wide right. The penalty comes back to bite Kansas as we have another studio update. Auburn has lost to East Carolina, and Oregon has beat Michigan State. So 2 interesting games right there. That would have been fun to watch, that Oregon-Michigan State game. Now Falk keeps it on the triple option, cutting up the field. Doesn't slide short of midfield, a gain of 12. 5:20 left in the second quarter. Going to the air, to the outside, and a diving catch by Richie Wiley. He had a couple of catches in our first game, and a huge one right there. Going back to Wiley, he's leveled but hangs onto the ball. A goal-to-go situation. River Craycraft coming in motion. Give goes to Morrow. Fights forward. Touchdown. Is second on the day. 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. Up to a very nice start. 21-3. Running the triple option once more. Cozart is met. He goes aerial. Does a little bit of a flip in the air. A good play from Brian Wiley. One of my favorite recruits from our first recruiting class. Going outside of the pocket on 3rd down. Pressure gets there. The throw is off. You can see after the first quarter, we've really shut them down. Our offense is working incredibly well. Starting off on 2nd and 8 from the full house set. Rolling out a dump off to Kevin Chapman, and he's not able to fight forward for any yards. Normally runs through a defender, but on that play, it will bring up 3rd and 4. Taking a shot downfield, and Wiley can't get it. We went up, gave him a good shot for the jump ball, but it is knocked away. Kansas takes back over on offense. From the pocket, a dump down after a lot of time to throw to Doyle. He fights through that tackle to the 21-yard line. It will bring up 3rd and very short, and another false start. Kansas, I don't know if the crowd is loud. They do have an unexperienced center, but at this point, it's just sad. You gotta not do that, really. And now to the outside, throwing the ball away is Cozart. Great coverage downfield. Pressure started to get there. 2nd and 10 for the Cougars back on offense. To the outside, and a strike to the sideline. 30 yards for Sebastian LaRue. 2 backs and 3 wide for Falk. Across the middle for Richie Wiley. Another catch, a 9-yard gain. He's played very well early on in this game. So now 2nd and 1. Luke Falk rolling out of the pocket. He's trying to get somewhere. He'll go, and he gets the first down after scrambling out of the pocket. Not fast, but just barely gets enough right there. On 3rd and goal, and Wiley almost intercepted. He went up and just pretty much dropped that pass. He had a couple in the first game, but all of them are tough catches. We will settle for the field goal. That is Victor McGill, his first career field goal, and he gets it in. That was nice to see. He's a true freshman. So now Kansas with 50 seconds to work with across middle for Corey Avery. 1st and 10, exactly 50 seconds. It's intercepted by Daquan Brown. A huge play by the senior corner to the 47-yard line. A little bit of a return right there. And we now have 45 seconds to work with to put some more points on the board. Starting off with a run play. Picking up 9 yards is Jamal Morrow. 20 seconds left on the read option keeper. A nice block. Luke Falk into field goal range. He's met and brought down. 1st and 10. And we will go ahead and Victor McGill on once more. And he gets it in just barely. That was nice to see. 2 for 2 on the day. Playing very well. But Washington, number 14 in the nation, they are down 10-0 to Ball State as we will enter halftime with a 24-point lead. Second half coming up next. After that first drive, our defense has shut down Kansas. Only 3 points in that first half. We gave up about 140 yards rushing in the first half. Kansas will start off in the air, missing the tackle, and Cougars takes off. He's still fighting to the 46-yard line, right through that Buchanan tackle. 1st and 10. Kansas is going to have to throw more if they want to come back from this deficit, but the ball is out. Akuwale on top of it, forced by Hercules Mataafa. A huge play, our second turnover on the game. Now give goes to Morrow. He's got some room to work with. Caught from behind at around the 17-yard line. Make that the 21-yard line as Luke Falk go to the air. Pass to Wiley. Touchdown, Washington State. His first career touchdown. This kid has a bright future ahead of him. 373 yards to 181. Same amount of plays, but our defense is just shutting down Kansas. Now a dump off to Wrench and a hard hit by Pelluer, but he picks up around 10 yards just short of the first down line. Across the middle on a slant route to Spencer. And like I said, Kansas with their offense running the ball so much will not be able to overcome a 31-point deficit. Cougars takes off as the pocket collapses. He's 2 around midfield, just short of it, called around a gain of 12. Under center in the wing bone. Cougars takes off once more. He's got the first down and more. A 12-yard pickup to the 33-yard line. Now on 2nd and 8, rolling out of the pocket, down goes Cougars. He loses 7. Pelluer's first career sack. Now 3rd and long. Cougars going to the air, to the outside on a dump off, and out of bounds is Taylor. He picks up 2 yards, and Kansas will go ahead and punt the ball. Falk fires outside. He's got Richie Wiley, and he's got 10 yards short of the first down line. And on 2nd and inches will come out in the pistol, full house. Pitch outside of Gerard Wicks. He breaks a tackle, breaks another to the 44-yard line. A gain of 14. 3 wide set. Steve Stewart is the tight end. Play action rolling out of the pocket is Luke Falk. He stops, fires. He's got Craig Kraft 23 yards downfield. A huge play and a nice job of Falk to escape the pressure. To the outside, nearly intercepted, intended for River Craycraft. A poor decision by Luke Falk. Now Falk goes down. He loses 7. He faced a good bit of pressure in the first game as our offensive line had a couple of breakdowns and one right there. Now across the middle to LaRue, just short of the first down line. McGill on once more for the field goal kick away, and it's just short. He does not have the strongest leg, and he was kicking into the wind. So now Cougars on offense, stiff arms one defender, not able to get away from the second. A huge sack forces them into 3rd and 15. Cougars throws it to Spencer, and he gets the first down. Just barely. A very favorable mark for Kansas. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and Daquan Brown in on the sack. A loss of 7. Another 3rd and very long for Cougars. Taking a shot downfield, and it's knocked away. You gotta pick that one off, Daquan. That could have been your 2nd on the season. Instead, we'll back on offense. Jamal Moore with a nice spin move, breaks another. Finally brought down inside of Jayhawk territory. A 4 wide set. On 1st and 10, throw to Bartolone off the play action. His 3rd catch on the day. He's playing very well as a number 4 receiver. Falk going to the air on a 5 wide set. Throws it to Lewis on the drag route. And he's into the open field too. Touchdown, Robert Lewis. 34 yards. He ran away from all of the defenders. If this wasn't a blowout already, it definitely is now. All of the backups are into the game. A huge hit right there. Very nice job. And now 2nd and 6 for Cougars. From the pocket, pressure gets there. He goes down. That's Jesse Shaw, the redshirt freshman. His first career sack. I have very high expectations for him moving forward. Now Cougars from the pocket. He goes down again. A loss of 11. That's Kingston Fernandez, our backup right end, coming away with his first career sack, I do believe. Now running the pitch and pitching outside to Burgess. He had a big week last week on kick returns, and now a nice run right there. Running the triple option. And the ball is out, recovered by Watson. A poor pitch, and now into the open field, caught from behind. A big play by Martin Woodard to avoid the touchdown, but Peyton Bender did lose the ball right there. Now Cougars across the middle. What a catch by Trayvon Wrench, as all the starters are still into the game for Kansas. Trying to put some more points on the board. Somehow not brought down. Finally, nope, not caught yet. And he's finally brought down by Isaac Dotson, pushed out of bounds. from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 12, and White is brought down, nowhere to go. He doesn't get anything. 3rd and long for Cozart. He throws it, he's got Taylor, but it's knocked away. A big play by Jeff Farrar. And so now 4th and 12, Kansas will go for it. They don't want any points, I guess, taking a shot to the end zone. Knocked away by Kevin Griffin. He had the fumble recovery last week, and now a turnover on downs for Kansas. Going to the ground game for Burgess. He's got some room to work with, fights through to the 29-yard line. A pickup of 9 yards. 3rd and 3 across the middle for Bartolone. Another catch for him. He's playing incredibly well. So now 1st and 10, just running the clock out now. Burgess trying to get outside, and he stood up and brought down, but picks up 7 yards. Under 3 minutes left in this game. From the full house, give goes to Burgess, trying to get to the outside. He makes 2-man miss down the sideline. Juke move to inside of the 30-yard line. A pick up of 27 yards. Now Corey Washington gets the carry. He's trying to get to the outside, and he picks up 10 yards along with another 1st down. Just over a minute left for Peyton Bender. Taking a shot to the end zone. It's intercepted by Edwards, looking for Calvin Green in the end zone. And that will do it. A blowout performance. Luke Falk is your player of the game. 278 yards, 3 touchdowns, along with a couple of nice runs. To me, the story of this game was our defense. They completely shut down Kansas, especially in the second half. Only 28 yards rushing and not much more passing in that second half. Only 3 points. A good bounce back game from Luke Falk. And Jamal Morrow, Gerard Wicks both play very well. Both get a touchdown, I do believe. Richie Wiley, I thought he played incredibly well. I've been trying to get him to go deep and get some plays downfield. Haven't been able to connect on any of those yet. Hercules Mata 3 sacks in this game, along with forcing a fumble. Jesse Shaw also had a forced fumble, but we ran the ball well, threw the ball well. Our defense was incredible. Daquan Brown had an interception. 561 yards on offense. Just an outstanding performance. 20 first downs. Controlled the time of possession a little bit. And we do have some exciting news. We're into the top 25 for the first time in this series, as we're taking on number 25, South Carolina, in our next game on our first road game of the season. And look at Kirk Herbstreit picking us to win this game. He believes in us. We're off to a 2-0 start. South Carolina 1-1, but their only loss does come to Georgia, who is, I believe, a top 15 team. This is a very good South Carolina team. They've one of the best defenses in all of the nation, as they barely escaped their week 1 game. But we were finally into the top 25. For the last bit of last year and the beginning of this year, we were hovering receiving votes, but not into that top 25 spot yet. And we finally made it in our bye week and then moved up 2 more spots, as Hercules Mata is your player of the week for week 2 in the Pac-12. But now we have our first recruiting update. This is an athlete I'm looking at. He is a quarterback to me. He has a strong arm. He's fast. Accuracy is a little bit questionable, but he is my #1 target. Now Corey Harris, 5'10", a speed back, 5-star player, and he looks to be one of the best players I have seen. 96 speed, 97 acceleration. Entering as a freshman, he could be that DeAnthony Thomas of our offense. Put him on kick returns immediately, get him some carries, split him out wide. Sidney Phillips, John Jones, a very talented outside linebacker who is a gem. He's strong, good coverage ratings, can hit. He's fast. He looks to be a very talented player. Then Kendall Hearn, a 5'10" cornerback who's very fast, can lay the wood, and has excellent coverage ratings. David Downs, a 6-foot corner who we're a little bit more likely to get. Justin Hanley and Frank Colbert, a strong safety and punter who we both have pretty strong leads on. So Luke Falk, I was very impressed with the way he bounced back this week. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions after 2 interceptions in his first game. Gerard Wicks off to another incredible start. And I think I'm going to start giving him more carries than Jamal Morrow, maybe like a 65-35 split, and then a couple of carries for our backup running backs. But I do want to keep Morrow involved in the offense. He just provides that explosive element that I feel like is so vital for what we want to do. I think this was probably one of the best games of this series in terms of total domination of the other team. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave a like down below. Leave your comments on the game down below and what you think of our recruiting class so far. We only have 9 graduating seniors, so I'm targeting a lot of high-level players, so we don't really have to get too many players in, and we can really target those high-level guys. But like I said, I hope you did enjoy. I will see you in Williams-Brice Stadium for Week 4 against South Carolina, 'cause I'm out.